in the castle of your family where you belong. No one here should be sad, tired, or fat. I only want what's best for you, Ivo.
Ah, bitchy mom. I know, Chip Chip. She locked me in!
Have you seen this, Prince? A vain river elf who's only interested in topping up his tan. I'm to spend hundreds of years in the company of someone I don't love? Huh, not me. And how? She will try anything and everything. Nothing's more important to her than getting me married off.
I wanted to
When
say.
I was out there with the humans, it was the first time that I had the feeling I could determine my own destiny. Yes, it was dangerous. Doesn't that go with the territory? A life without risk, that is so...
Whistlers?
Oh, you don't understand. If I could, I would go right now. You want to stop me? Just like last time. And you really think it's appropriate for me to be locked in here too, eh? Yes, only what's best for me. She always says that. I didn't want to tell Mother, but I've not been feeling too well lately, Cheap. I'd say the same thing, but we elves hardly ever get ill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got a point there. I spent almost a year in the human world and they have some very strange ideas about personal hygiene.
Oh, I agree.
Well, I thought perhaps it's a curse. Oh, no, you won't. I'll take care of it myself. Mother would make a state occasion out of it. I don't know either, but I'm sure there's a medical book down in the library. No, rest is not what I need just now. I'll go down to the library and look up what's wrong with me, completely alone, just like a grown-up elf. I'm not going to be stopped, neither by locked doors nor by you.
Okay.
The times when the others were here in the elf burrow, those were the best that I've ever had. The critter could never keep still when I was drawing him. He was always pulling faces and trying to make me laugh. Wilbur was so excited. He loves elves and our stories. He spent hours sitting with my father and listening to him talk about bygone ages.
Oh.
Complete idiot.
Okay. Let's take some jobs.
Fresh water from the spring brook, the little stream that rises here in the castle and provides for the whole valley. People come from far and wide to drink it. No, I'm not thirsty. Fresh water from the spring brook. People come from...
Okay. A bowl?
Normally this bowl is full of fruit and nuts. Presumably Mother has decided I should be without such things whilst I am, as she says, positively rotund. Normally this bowl is full of fruit and nuts.
Yeah. Okay.
A beautiful red flower. It was only put here a few days ago. Sometimes Mother orders a new plant that looks nice in my room. And then it's replaced and planted in the garden.
Oh.
A delicate, sweet scent. It reminds me of a wood over in the west where I learnt to use a bow and arrow.
Okay. Okay. We got it.
An envoy from the Far East gave me this musical box years ago. Wherever I go, I always have its tune in my head.
Okay, open musical box. Okay.
A guard with a spear and shield, and like all elven figures, immaculate. Elven craftsmen have centuries to perfect their artistic skills. Only when everything is always perfect, then isn't everything always the same and somehow unimportant?
She got the point. She got a point, sorry.
I've been sleeping badly of late, and sometimes I feel tired all day long. I've never been ill, but something isn't right. I hope I'll find the answer in the library.
Don't you worry, you will.
When Nate and the others lived here, Nate often made intimations that were to do with the bed. I don't know why, but I know Mother wasn't happy about it. She moved him to a guarded guest room at the other end of the castle. And Cheep Cheep was ordered never to leave my side.
Okay. Naughty Nate.
I had my birthday during the few weeks that we spent living together here in the Elf Burrow. That was a big deal for Wilbur. He couldn't understand that the significance of birthdays tends to fade after a few hundred years. He insisted on making me a present. He sat in the corner for days knitting me this hat with his little gnarled fingers. Wilbur didn't know that autumn would last for years to come and that elves don't feel the cold, but it was still the best birthday present I've ever had. Mother looked at the hat with so much revulsion that I didn't take it off for days. Wilbur just beamed with pride.
Oh.
Cheep Cheep likes to look at his reflection. He strikes a pose and then tries to impress himself with it, and succeeds most of the time.
Okay.
My jewellery box serves as a podium for the vertically challenged narcissist. Could you please move aside?
Oh.
I want to get into my jewellery box. He doesn't listen to me anymore since I almost caused him to be roasted by fireballs, decapitated by swords and eaten by monsters. Mother has permitted him to disregard any of my orders that go against her wishes. His interpretation of this can be liberal. Hey, Cheep Cheep, I need the mirror. I only need it for a minute. Oh, he's not budging, and his pecs can be damn painful when he puts his mind to it. Cheep Cheep survived our past adventure, even if he'll insist on exactly the opposite. He told everyone for months how he defended me from all the evils of the world and then only just escaped with his tail feathers intact.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Since Nate left without saying so much as a word, Mother seized the opportunity to marry me off to a proper elf prince.
Oh.
So far, I've managed to frighten off every candidate successfully, but she's starting to lose her patience.
Okay. Nope, nope. Nope. Okay, outside the balcony it is. Hello, sunflower.
We have many exotic plants here in the palace, but sunflowers are my favourite.
Okay, got some sunflower seeds.
Apologies, I need a few of your seeds.
Sunflower.
I used to look into the woods for days on end, imagining what the world beyond would be like. Now I know, and I think I miss it. I've seen much suffering, much evil and unkindness in the world out there, but it was exciting. It was alive. Here in the Elf Burrow, everything is so ordered, so perfect, so dull. One day's just like the next, and they just pass by endlessly.
Oh. Okay. So we need to get rid of Cheep Cheep somehow. Let's go and see what Cheep Cheep has to say.
Hey, Cheep.
You seem to like your reflection a lot.
Most birds love a mirror because they believe they can see another bird in it. You just love them because you can't get enough of yourself. I would be a bit less unbearable if I wasn't incarcerated in here. Fancy some delicious sunflower seeds? You want the seeds? I want to get out of this room. Could we not come to some arrangement? I would never do that. I know that royal servants are unbribable, but sunflower seeds? Then perhaps not. See you later.
Okay.
Yes, of course I'll be a good girl and stay in my room.
Let's
Cheep, Cheep, would it be possible for you to stop admiring yourself for 2 seconds and move over to stuffing your beak instead?
apparently it was.
Don't say I never look after you.
Yeah. Okay, let's go into the jewelry box.
Pearls, precious stones, sparkling earrings and necklaces. All the stuff I have to wear at official functions. If it were up to Mother, I would have trunkfuls of this stuff, and a wing of the castle would be my wardrobe. She just can't understand why Pa and I aren't into this sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing inside the jewelry box then. Okay. Oh no. Oh, this is evil. I'm just so going to do it.
Hey, withdrawal symptoms? I just need the music box a minute. You don't need to turn your head away from your beautiful reflection for 1 second. Come on.
Boop.
Shh. He's gone to sleep. It got dark and he's simply... No matter. I can now enjoy a few moments of peace.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get some more seeds.
I'm going to have to take a few more of your seeds, but I promise this is the last time.
Okay, down to the garden.
Let's go. As expected, no one here. My parents are in the throne room ruling the lands. Or rather, Mother is.
Okay.
There's only a little water left in the bird bath. Cheep Cheep always says that it evaporates quickly. I, however, think that the constant need to replenish the water is more down to his unbridled joyous splashing and not insignificant body mass. There's only a little water left. I, however...
Okay, a happy willow.
That's a weeping willow. It appears to be so content it looks anything but sad. The willow is stretching its branches up high into the sky with glee. One part of the waterfall's already lying in its shadow. If it continues to grow like that, it'll shade half the garden. That's a weeping willow.
Okay.
There are reeds and water lilies growing in the pond. Naturally, they were planted there. They don't grow in the wild so high up the mountains. I can't think of any use for a water